and then just, right? Well, I gotta be honest, it's a beautiful day. Our job came out fantastic. This gentleman's a pilot, and he's a friend of mine, and I've done work for him before. And he's gonna, because we don't charge, as you folks know, on this channel anymore. We haven't for about 5 years. But people, sometimes they like to donate. It's suggested if they want to do something, they can donate. He donates to the SPCA and our Samaritan House and our homeless youth and all kinds of Cedar House there, and for the Native women, and just we have 3 or 4 different steadies that we donate to on the jobs that I do now. And because of you folks watching this channel, it keeps me rolling. You guys clicking on my videos, and that's how this whole thing rolls. So I'm just gonna play around here for a minute on this log with the 500i and Pavarotti. Pavarotti is a big bore build by Iron Horse with the ram horn muffler. This saw, once in a while, you put a muffler on a saw, and it is like, what happened? Something happened. And that's why I call it Pavarotti, because his throat opens up and just hollers like Pavarotti, the opera singer. So I'm just gonna give you an idea. We're running pretty much the same chain, except the 500 has one of those semi-skip, semi-full chains, you know what I mean? It's like half skip, half full, but it's square ground and it's sharp. So I'm just gonna play around here just for a minute on this thing and share my experience, and only just buck a few here, but see what you guys think. Maybe get out your timers, have some fun with it, or don't. Let's go with the 500 first. So friends, this is just me horsing around. Pavarotti hasn't been running a while. That 80cc saw there, that Stihl, I love it. We're just gonna bust into this saw and go.
It's not getting a lot of oil right now. It's a bit tight on the chain, but let's have a little horse around here and just see. It's a full house chain, ground chain. So friends, you'll notice the chain spinning here. It gets tight. I don't know. It frees up. I think it's because it's been sitting for a while. And the oiler, the holes in the bar probably got clogged. But this thing loosens up a little later and we give it another run. It needed to get loose is all.
Both beautiful saws.
This old girl loosens up now. I bet you she just needed a little heat to get that oil pumped through that bar hole there. She starts opening up right now. You'll notice the chains loosen up and so friends, most of you know what I'm doing with my boot there. I just throw my boot out there and I add a couple 3 inches, which gives me about 15 inches on the buck. And it's quite consistent actually. I've been doing that for years. But we're just having fun with these saws. The chains are different, so you can't really, this isn't a real, like this isn't a race. It's just 2 saws that are very similar in power, and we're having fun. That Pavarotti muffler, I'm telling you friends, it's wow. Friends, I just want to welcome one of our new members, Alil Kahun. I think it's Kahun. Alil, welcome to you. Anyway, we just uploaded some fresh content over on the members group. Basically, some stuff I did yesterday, some wild tree work going on. There's lots of footage coming, but the folks over there get to get a sneak peek and all that. And so thanks, Alil, for joining. Friends, this project, I have to get this firewood down to the right a little bit. So there's a plan and how I'm doing this. I'm going to share it with you. I hope you enjoy. We're running some hot rod freaking power saws and bucking and rolling firewood rounds down to where he can get at it, not just willy-nilly. There's got to be a plan. I always talk about who's next. Who's going to be touching the wood next? Am I creating them a problem or am I making their life better?
So friends, at this point, I would like to ask you, the viewer. I know I do a lot of this, and it's just bucking firewood, but there's much more to this than just bucking firewood, friends. There's a plan in effect in my mind. This isn't just, I'm thinking about the next guy, which could be me. Who's going to be splitting this next? Who's going to be handling this wood? Am I going to send this off straight down into oblivion where he can't get at it and be selfish? For instance, the log I'm bucking now has to go first in order for that one big one behind me to get down to the bottom there as well. So there always is a plan. We're always thinking about the next move or what's going to happen with the action for the reaction. There's much more to come on this series of videos. I do want your feedback today in this comment section. Let me know if you're okay. I mean, I can speed all through this and edit through this, and you can see what I'm doing with my boot. I just step on my boot and add 3 inches. All these rounds end up, oh heavens to Betsy, even a ½ inch like difference now and again. Most of them are exactly the same. It's just because I've been doing it so long. But does this bucking firewood get boring to you? Some will love it, some will not. I get it. But let me know if you enjoy this style of video. But there is a plan, and I start thinking about it right now. I've got to make a move. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this glorious polarized world we live in on the internet. I'm glad you've taken a moment to tune in. Friends, it's a sunny day. I don't know what I'm doing today. I might get back out on that job, actually. There's a lot on the go. Thanks for being here. Work freaking hard. Be freaking kind. Be honest. All those good things. The simple things we've been told our whole lives by our mentors or our uncles or some figure in our life has told us to work hard, to be honest, always tell the truth, don't lie no matter the consequences. If you want freedom in your life, stop lying. And stop pretending to be something you're not. God made you perfect. Man, woman, and child. You were sprinkled. The shapliffle-plaffle that he throws on everybody when you're born. Just you're born with the light in you. We all are. Fall on that source. Lean on that source. Don't justify your existence to nobody. You are what you are and you ain't no more. Work hard, be honest, be kind. And thanks for coming here. I appreciate you. This channel, man, has changed my life in ways, and I've met people that I never ever would have met if I hadn't have turned on the camera, and I'm so glad I did. I really am, friends. I'm so glad I turned the camera on. Anyways, thanks for being here. Work hard, be honest, be kind. I'll catch you on the next one. This is going to be a series of videos. This is a blast. It's always about the next person. You'll hear me talking about that from the day I started this channel. It's all, what are you leaving for the next person? You think you're helping them? Or are you there selfishly because you just want to do something? Run your saw. Well, if I roll all that down into oblivion and he can't get it, well, I've not helped him at all. I'd have helped him by just leaving. And his neighbor come over with the backhoe and pick it up and put it up on the flat for him. So I'm not helping nobody if I'm in there selfishly having fun with my power saws, unless I think about the next person who's going to be approaching the wood. And that'll be him. And you know we'll be down there helping him more. So think about, for every action, there's a reaction. And when you leave that job site or wherever you are, that person is definitely going to judge you on your work. Your name's all you got. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next one.